like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all. Like it's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word prison because slavery goes too direct to the idea of blacks. It's like slavery, Holocaust Jews, slavery is blacks. So prison is something that unites us as one race. Blacks and whites being one race. That we're one, we're the human race. You hear about slavery for 400 years? For 400 years, that sounds like a choice. You was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
Hearing Kanye West talking about slaving was a choice. I remember this when it came out. I definitely remember this. When Kanye West, yeah, that's his name now, said, slaving it was a choice, and he was surprised. You've been there for 400 years?
Racism is a group system.
Yes, we all have choice to make. But remember one thing, when people are chasing you with weapon, chetty, do you think you make any choice? They had choice. The choice that they had, some of them they fall, they die badly. In Africa the same. Some of them they fall, they die badly. Some they've been captive. Some they were sold. Some they just shipped out through away from the continent of Africa all the way to North America, South America, Central America. When Kanye was talking about this, it was a choice. Do you know what it was going through? Do you know what your ancestor, Kanye West, what your ancestor they was going through? If you was in that time, do you think you can talk the way you're talking now? It's not long ago that you see Black American, they start standing up for what they believe it was right. For you, Kanye West, to speak, people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Messiah Garvey, you got a lot of black America that they stood up for you to have right to speak, to praise people that like racism, to praise Donald Trump, to praise people like that. Back in the day, they will be calling you boy. Do as you told. Kanye West, you sing, you rap in a public place. Back in the day, you'll be rapping for your master. That's why you're going to be entertaining for your master. So Kanye West, when he's talking about slaving, it was a choice. The guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know what they went through. What I know. Just let me say this. My father was born in the 40. In the 40. My grandfather was born in 1920. 1920. He doesn't even know his parents. Do you know why he doesn't know his parents? Because when slaving came in Africa, a lot of African families, they've been separate from their family just because of the greedy and the hatred of Arabic people and the white people. Can you see? When Kanye is talking about slaving, that was not a choice. Listen to the tape of slaving people back in the day. What they went through. One slaving person, I heard in the audio what he said. They asked him, what do you think about slave? He said, what do I think about slave? If you tell me that I will go back to slave again, I'll just end it all. This is what he said. Crow, this is what he said. I'll pick up a gun, put it in my head, and end all. He was a former slavery. So Kanye talking about his own ancestor in America, Black America, that they've been there for decades and they've been captive on slaving, and African that they've been captive, shipped out to the American, and Kanye saying it was a choice? Choice? What choice? When Hitler, the devil, Hitler was getting the Jew, put them in, in them camp. Do you think that was a choice? And children getting murdered. Do you know how many black African baby that they got killed during slaving time? A white person did have no sympathy for any of them children. Arabic people, they didn't have no sympathy for any black children that they were killing in that time of period. So when he's talking about slaving, it was a choice. Man, some black people, we sell ourselves. Can you see, this is the problem with black people. We like to degrade ourselves just to be liked to the people that don't like us. And Kanye, he has to go. He's not a dummy person. Kanye West is not a dummy person. He's a smart dude. I don't listen to his music, but you can just tell he's a smart dude. The problem is, he's not thinking clearly. Kanye released he apologized. He apologized to the Jewish community because he was talking about he loved Hitler. I can't believe him. He went so far. Even he made a song about a person that hated Jewish people in German. And Kanye went to make a hate song. He created a lot of craziness, young people, even a lot of black people in America, they follow Kanye West. They want to be like Kanye West. They think what Kanye West represents is a good idea. Just like Trump represented the entire racism, Kanye West is a racist black person that hated black people, the Jewish people. I'm not even going to speak about us African because I don't know how he feel about us African. But I know he really don't like Black American. He is Black American, but he speaks so low about Black American. He think about himself like a philosophy dude. Let's just go and listen. This is his apologies to those I have hurt, to people that he hurt. So he apologized to the Jewish people, and I'm just gonna say he apologized to the Jewish people. He did not apologize to black people, but to the Jewish community.
To those I've hurt, apology by Ye. Open quote. To those I've hurt, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw and caused injury to the right frontal lobe of my brain. At the time, the focus was on the visible damage, the fracture, the swelling, and the immediate physical trauma. The deeper injury, the one inside my skull, went unnoticed. Comprehensive scans were not done, neurological exams were limited, and the possibility of a frontal lobe injury was never raised. It wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. That medical oversight caused serious damage to my mental health and led to my bipolar type 1 diagnosis. Bipolar disorder comes with its own defense system, denial. When you're manic, you don't think you're sick. You think everyone else is overreacting. You feel like you're seeing the world more clearly than ever, when in reality, you're losing your grip entirely. Once people label you as crazy, you feel as if you cannot contribute anything meaningful to the world. It's easy for people to joke and laugh it off when in fact this is a very serious, debilitating disease.
No one really was laughing at Kanye West. I don't think anyone was laughing at him. But when you have certain disease, you're getting treatment, yes. But come on, it don't make you to be racist. When, I don't know, this is just my opinion. I don't want anyone to think like, oh, Kanye West, or yeah. So I'm just speaking in my opinion. Because Kanye West, yes, he was getting medical treatment, everything. Yes, but people that wasn't making joke or laugh at him. But this how he thinks, sometimes I'm just saying, maybe this the way he was seeing things. It might be joke to other, but this was a really serious condition to all of us. Mental illness is very serious thing, man. Very serious.
Die from. The scariest thing about this disorder is how persuasive it is when it tells you you don't need help. It makes you blind, but convinced you have insight. You feel powerful, certain, unstoppable. I lost touch with reality. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I love the most, I treated the worst. You endured fear, confusion, humiliation, and the exhaustion of trying to have someone who was, at times, unrecognizable. Looking back, I became detached from my true self. In that fractured state, I gravitated toward the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika, and even sold t-shirts bearing it. One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall.
I remember that he's having a tissue, selling a tissue, What Lives Matter, and a tissue of, the Nazi symbol on it. How low can you be as a human being? And especially being a black person, and the suffering of your ancestor. Kanye West know the suffering of his own ancestor, and he went to be a lunatic against the Jewish people. Man, I don't understand some people, man. I really don't understand some of us.
That led to poor judgment and reckless behavior that oftentimes feels like an out-of-body experience. I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state, and am committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though. I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people.
Mm.
To the Black community, which held me down through all of the highs and lows and the darkest of times, the Black community is unquestionably the foundation of who I am. I am so sorry to have let you down. I love us. In early 2025,
I'm so sorry to have let you down. I love us. Do you know the problem is, Kanye West, you turn your back to the people that they build you up. There is a lot of Black community that they don't take anything accountable. You know, they don't care. They can murder the entire Black race. They don't care. They can go back to slavery. They don't care. They can sell their Blackness. They don't care. So whatever Kanye West did to the Black community, there's a lot of Black people in America. They don't care. To them, oh, you know what? It's it's Kanye West. Well, come on, man. Can you see the problem with us Black people? We have such an energy toward one another, but we don't have the energy when it comes to other race. Can you see he launched a massive apology to the Jew community, but to his own Black community, he has a small words here to the Black community, which held me down through all of the highest and low and the darkest of time. The Black community is unquestionable the foundation of who I am. I am so sorry to have let you down. I love us. This is Kanye West to the Black community. Can you see? But look at what he wrote to the Jewish community. Can you see? He don't care about the Black community. Kanye West, to me, Kanye West should come in public, give official apology to the Black community, to his own people, especially wearing the Black Lives Matter, going to all them racist people.
Racism is a group system.
Kanye West, he went low. To me, he went low, man, too low. And he should not have done that. When you money, it became something deeply to you. People, they become nothing to you. Let's go.
I fell into a 4-month-long manic episode of psychotic, paranoid, and impulsive behavior that destroyed my life. As the situation became increasingly unsustainable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore. Having bipolar disorder is a notable state of constant mental illness. When you go into a manic episode, you are ill at that point. When you are not in an episode, you are completely normal. And that's when the wreckage from the illness hits the hardest.
I'm going to stop it right there. As we heard, I just wanted to hear what Kanye West said in the beginning and where he spoke about the Black community. But to me, the apology to the Black community was nothing. But you know what? It's not for me to judge. What do you guys think? The apologies from Kanye West, do you think really that was apology to the Black community or more? He has given more apology to the Jewish community. Because to me, he should have apologized to the Black people, Black American. I think they need to see the sympathy from him. More like he need to come out and give the official apologies so people they can see that he really has, regret doing what he did. But you know what? This is just my take. It's just my opinion. I don't want anyone to think like, I'm trying to judge. I'm not in Kanye West's situation. No. And Kanye West was not in the time of slaving to speak about his own ancestor in the way he spoke. Kanye West and Candace Owens was doing, it was just propaganda to show that our lives matter. Life has a way to tune things around. Yeah, life. When life knocks you down, you won't know what hit you. Life, when it knocks you down, trust me, it becomes hard for you to get up. Yeah, you can look up, but it's getting hard for you just to get up. But you know what? This was just my take. I appreciate if you can like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys to the next one. Peace.